Okay, guys, are we ready to start? We're going to go through my book, The Black Woman's Guide to Beautiful Hair at Any Age, as promised. Well, no, The Black Woman's Guide to Beautiful Hair. My other book is called Every Woman's Guide to Beautiful Hair at Any Age. But we're going to start with The Black Woman's Guide because I really think that we have to learn to appreciate our hair in its natural state before we alter it. So if you're trying to decide to grow natural, if you are natural already, if you just don't know what to do with your hair and how to take care of it, that's what this book will empower you to do so. So I'm going to just first start with, let's see, our introduction, because I want you to really, and I'm going to kind of read some of this to you, because when I wrote it, I was able to make it concise and just kind of get right to the point. And I tend to go on and on because I really want you guys to get it. So a lot of times when I go through this, I will read. So it will help us to stay on track because I can talk about this. I'm very passionate about hair, as you know. So I'll go on and I'll get off like I'm doing right now. Okay. The mission of this book is the same. Mission that I bring to all of my patients, my clients, and my customers. With my individual clients, patients, or customers, I try to empower them. I want you to embrace your hair. I want you to respect your hair, appreciate, and love your hair so that you will begin to care for it properly. For it, excuse me, for care properly for, and ultimately save your hair today and now and for many years to come. That's very, very important. Now, let's be honest and admit it that many of us from time to time say, I really hate my hair. We say it. Some even say, God was trying to punish black women when he gave us our hair. Now, we've got this wonderful movement right now, and I'm so excited about the women who are growing natural. I know that you understand and you love and you're ready, but many of the women are really afraid of chemicals, but they really don't know what to do with their hair. And so I want you guys out there not to judge them, not to judge women who say, I don't like my hair or I don't like my hair natural. Don't judge them because you don't really understand that they don't understand their hair. And this blog and the purpose of it is so that you can get to know your hair. You can get to appreciate your hair in its natural state so you can care for it. Okay, so let's just we're going to do this together and we want to help people. We don't want to judge them. God was trying to punish, I believe he was trying to punish us. God gave us our hair. And God makes no mistakes. Okay, one of my 80-year-old patients told me that it started way back when. Oh my goodness, this is what she believed. When the pure black slave girls had true African kinky hair and the little mixed breed girls had that wavy hair. That she believes that. She just believed that it all started when we stopped liking our hair. That is when we started believing that there was good hair. Have you ever used that term, good hair? And there was bad hair. What a negative way to think about our hair. That's terrible. Today, many of our sisters who do not respect, appreciate, or understand our hair in its natural state. Therefore, we abuse it, we misuse it, we bully it in trying to change our hair in some misguided effort to control or manage it. We spend tons of money, time, energy on weaving it, waving it, straightening it, blow drying it, curling it as we salon hop to find the way to have better hair. This is really sad, but it's so true, guys. You got to believe me. And I know some of you can relate to it because you're going through this yourself. Then we decide this is too much trouble. So what do? We just cut it off and we start all over again. How many have done that? I've had patients who have done the big chop. They cut their hair off and they said it's just too much trouble. They wear it short for a while. They start to let it grow out. Then they start to struggle again, damage it again, run back to a relaxer. Then they chop it again. And those of you who are growing natural, and again, I can't say this enough, you understand, those who do understand, who've learned to accept your hair and who's managing your hair and have great products and you're doing all these great things, hooray for you. But there are many out there who just can't deal with it. At the end of the day, I hear them say, and I get these emails all the time, it's just too much trouble. I just don't know what to do. Or we'll put it in braids or twists, or we call them protective styles, and we just leave them alone, and we don't do anything to them. But underneath, we have this scalp that's crying out, saying, help, I need cleaning, I need conditioning, my hair needs conditioning, I need lubricating, hydrating, and we're not doing these things. So we end up with other problems like scalp problems, things like that. Black women are caught between a rock and a hard place, confused, frustrated, wondering which way to go when it comes to our hair. So what are we going to do? I'm telling you what we're going to do. We're going to take charge. Many of you have already done it. Some of you still haven't. You are going to learn to love and care for your hair, whether you start with natural hair or chemically treated hair. I'm going to be right there with you. That's what's going to be important. I'll be right there with you and I'll show you the way. Okay? So if you have naturally kinky hair, dry hair, if you choose to chemically treat your hair, if you want to just stay naturally kinky, that's not a problem. But if you have relaxed hair, remember, underneath that relaxed hair, there was once kinky hair. And no matter what you do to your hair is going to require what the natural kinky hair needs, as well as on top of that, the chemically relaxed hair. So you must feed that natural hair first. So that's why new growth management is important, things like that. Never forget the truth. And you can stop some of the problems before they start. Now, this book, Black Woman's Guide to Beautiful Hair, this book will equip you and empower you to succeed in having the kind of hair that you have dreamed of. And some of you have my book already, so please let me know. Some of you have given it some great reviews. Thank you, thank you. I love you. Thank you so much for that, because it encourages others to read it. It's real important for me to stop and give back that way in writing. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to write, and I love it. When I was writing this book, Black Woman's Guide to Beautiful Hair, many chapters I felt like I was literally floating, because I felt the Holy Spirit just guiding me and showing me exactly what needs to be said. Because again, as I'm doing now, I'll go on and on and on. There's a lot I want to say, but there's only some things that need to really be said. And that's what I did with this book. And I'm so excited. Together, we will go through cleansing and conditioning the mind, the hair, and the scalp. To cleanse is to remove the negative. We want to cleanse that away. Whether it's our mind and how we think, or our hair strands and all our negative buildups, or our scalp with all the pollutants. We want to do that. In other words, stop doing and thinking the things that cause harm to our hair and scalp. To recondition, we're going to do that as well once we cleanse, is to replace the negative for the correct and the positive. In other words, only think and do that is healthy, what is healthy for the hair and scalp. We've got to do that. And we're going to do this I have a challenge, a 7-week challenge. We had 7-week challenges, 12-week challenges, and beyond. But a 7-week challenge is in 7 short weeks. Your mind, your scalp, and your hair will be cleansed and conditioned, creating an environment for healthy hair growth. Isn't that wonderful? To have better hair, you need to start to build a strong foundation. The foundation is healthy, positive thoughts, a healthy scalp, and ultimately healthy hair. Isn't that cool? I'm so excited about that. First, we will learn about our hair, giving only the correct care to each and every strand, allowing all the strands to grow to their potential length and fullness. While you will now have a hair care regimen, you'll have a hair care regimen when we finish with all this, that will start you on your way. It is essential, the hair care regimen. And I urge you to read my book on your own. It's in its entirety because it's real important. If you do, you will have all the tools you need. I encourage you to listen to this blog as I go through the journey. Get your book and go through it with me. It's kind of like one big book reading, book club. Okay? And it's really about our hair. And I think we need that because we can have all these styles, we can cover up, we can do all these things, put a big band-aid on it. But until we learn how to take care of it in its natural state, until we get a foundation of healthy hair, we can forget about it. Okay? So it's real important. You will remember and you will see significant improvement in your hair, the quality of your hair, and this will happen within a 2-month period. So this is great. 7 weeks, 7 to 8 weeks. Okay? All right, you may start with your hair, but your success will depend on what's going on inside your mind, how you think. The second phase will be to cleanse and condition the mind. And really, when you look at my book, my publisher really wanted me to start with the hair because she felt like, okay, everybody's going to want to know about hair first. But I recommend that you start with a chapter on the mind, because when you can clear your mind and you can think better, because the battlefield is there, it's in the mind. So when you start doing negative things to your hair, you have to think it first and then you do it. So remember that. But it's up to you. But I recommend that highly. That's where I'm going to start with you. We're going to start with the mind. We will explore and expose, the mind. We will expose the mind and its relationship to our hair. We will cleanse and recondition the mind with positive thoughts about our hair. Learn tools to shut out negativity, that's right, about our hair, and begin to love our hair. As our attitude changes toward our hair, oh my goodness, that's what's going to be great. Your hair will improve. Your hair will improve. Oh, isn't that great? Then we will cleanse and condition our scalp. Before healthy hair comes, there's a healthy scalp. Your scalp is the source of your beautiful hair. Therefore, we will prepare the scalp for hair growth. Remove any blockages or negative buildups, those nasty pollutants that solidify in our scalp. Cleanse our scalp and prevent scalp damage. But a lot of the diseases, a lot of the irritations, a lot of the problems, the sensitivities that we have on our scalp, the itchy, comes from a polluted scalp. It does. And we walk around with what I call first-degree skin damage because we're just not caring for our scalp. Some forms of alopecia comes from blockages, those solidified pollutants on the scalp, around the follicular units or in our follicle. We will clear and heal the opening from which the hair extends, thus encouraging hair growth. By the end of this 7 weeks or 2 months, if you read this book and practice, and you pay attention to the blog and our little show that we have here, what I'm recommending, then you will have a head of better hair. Not just temporary, but for life. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Next, we're going to talk about healthy hair, healthy hair, natural or styled. Then my story, and then a good a good turn that went bad, and then we're going to get into some trouble on the horizon and all kinds of things. All right, so until then, I'm Lisa Akbari, your hair doctor, and I'll see you in a few days. Bye-bye.